She laughed in front of everyone, raised her glass and said, "No woman would ever want a useless man like you." That was the night I lost my wife and my dignity as a man. A week later, I was in a hospital bed, fighting to stay alive, while the truth about her betrayal slowly came out. But 1 month later, I stood right in front of her again. This time I wasn't alone. And the woman beside me? She was everything my wife said I'd never have. Years back, I worked 2 jobs when her business failed. I was the one who paid off her debts. Debts she never even told me about until collectors started calling my phone. I was the one who stood by her when her own family turned their backs on her. I carried her for years, and I never complained, because I loved her. Or at least, I thought I did. Now to the first crack. It was a small thing. A message. Her phone lit up one night while she was in the shower. I wasn't snooping. I just saw it. "I missed last night already." No name saved. Just a number. My heart didn't break. It paused. Like it refused to accept what my eyes had just seen. When she came out, I asked her, calmly, gently, "Who is this?" She didn't panic. She didn't even hesitate. "It's nothing. Work stuff. You're overthinking again." And somehow, she made me feel like I was the problem. Gaslighting became routine. Every question I asked turned into an attack on me. "You don't trust me. You're insecure. You're always looking for problems." So I stopped asking. Not because I believed her, but because I was tired of feeling like I was losing my mind. Then came the public humiliation. That was the night everything finally exploded. Her friend was celebrating a birthday at a lounge. Loud music, drinks everywhere, people laughing too hard. Vanessa was already tipsy when we got there. I noticed him immediately. The same number. Standing across the room. Watching her. And the way she smiled back. It wasn't friendly. It was familiar. I pulled her aside. "Is that him?" She rolled her eyes. "Not here. Don't start." But I didn't stop. Because this time, I needed the truth. "Tell me the truth, Vanessa." She laughed. Actually laughed. Then, loud enough for the people around us to hear, she said, "What? So you can cry about it later?" A few people turned. I felt it. That shift. That moment when you realize you're no longer being disrespected in private. The moment that broke me. I looked at her. Really looked at her. And asked one last time, "Are you cheating on me?" She didn't deny it. She didn't apologize. Instead, she stepped back, raised her glass slightly, and said, "Even if I am, what are you going to do about it?" Then she leaned closer. Her voice dropped, but somehow it cut deeper. "No woman would ever want such a useless man like you." Silence. Even the music felt distant. I don't remember what anyone else did. I just remember standing there, feeling like the ground beneath me had disappeared. What she didn't see was everything I had sacrificed for her. The nights I stayed awake working so she could sleep peacefully. The opportunities one turned down because she wasn't ready to move. The respect I gave her, even when she gave me none. She didn't see it, because she had already decided I was nothing. I didn't fight her. Didn't argue. Didn't expose her. I just walked out, while people were still watching. While whispers started forming behind me. That walk to my car felt longer than any journey I had ever taken in my life. Then everything fell apart. I stopped eating properly. Stopped sleeping. My body started shutting down slowly. At first I ignored it. Headaches, fatigue, dizziness. Until one morning, I collapsed. Right there in my apartment. Alone. When I woke up, everything was white. Machines. Beeping sounds. Weakness I couldn't explain. And then, her voice. Not Vanessa. Someone else. Soft. Come. "Hey, you're awake." I turned my head slowly. And that's when I saw her. A nurse. Her name was Evelyn. At first she was just doing her job. Checking vitals. Asking questions. Making sure I was okay. But she noticed things others didn't. How I avoided talking about my wife. How my voice changed when I mentioned home. How broken I actually was beyond the physical. And she didn't push. She just stayed kind. Consistently. Genuinely. One night I couldn't hold it in anymore. I told her everything. The lies. The humiliation. The words that kept echoing in my head. "No woman would ever want you." She didn't interrupt me. Didn't judge me. She just listened. And when I finished, She looked at me and said something I didn't expect. She was wrong. Simple. But firm. Recovery. In more ways than one. I started getting better. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, because for the first time in a long time, I was around someone who didn't make me feel small. Evelyn didn't try to fix me. She just reminded me that I wasn't broken. 1 month later I was discharged. Stronger, clearer, lighter. And Evelyn was still there. Not as my nurse anymore, but as someone who chose to stay. I didn't expect to see Vanessa again. But life doesn't always ask for permission. We crossed paths at a supermarket. Of all places, she saw me first. Her eyes scanned me quickly, like she was trying to figure out what changed. Then she saw Evelyn, standing beside me. Close, comfortable, at peace. Vanessa walked over slowly, confusion written all over her face. "You look different," she said. I didn't respond immediately. I just looked at her. Not with anger. Not with pain. Just clarity. Then I turned to Evelyn, gently took her hand, and looked back at Vanessa. This is the woman who wanted me. Vanessa didn't laugh this time. Didn't speak. Because for the first time, she realized something. The man she called useless was only invisible to her. And me? I didn't win because she lost. I won because I survived the version of myself that believed her.